Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Good afternoon. Here is the national news from BGI TV Current. I am Morire Rabila Lawal. First are the major headlines. Nigeria's public debt rises to 46.25 trillion naira. Aviation workers reject planned demolition of Lagos offices. Ikpeazu sacks all aides after losing elections. Labour cautions FG on petrol subsidy removal. Finally, on sports, Falconet face Ghana, Burkina Faso, Ivory Coast in maiden Wafubi tourney. Now the news in detail. Nigeria's total debt stock increased to 46.25 trillion naira or 103.11 billion US dollar as December 2022, the Debt Management Office DMO disclosed on Thursday. According to the DMO, the new figure is made up of the domestic and external total debt stocks of the federal government and sub-national government, 36 state government and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. The DMO on Thursday stated that the comparative figure of public debt as of December 31st, 2021 was 39.56 trillion naira or 95.77 billion US dollars. This means that the country's debt increased by 6.69 trillion naira or 7.34 billion US dollar within 1 year. The DMO statement partly read, as of December 31st, 2022, the total public debt stock was 46.25 trillion naira or US dollar 103.11 billion. To the next story coming from Lagos. For the optimum time, the unions in the Nigeria aviation industry have protested against plan by the federal government to demolish headquarters annexes of aviation. The workers who covered the Freedom Square of the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria FAN in Lagos carried different placards with inscriptions such as "No to demolition of FAN headquarters annex", FG, "Stop the demolition of headquarters annex Lagos", FAN headquarters annex not for sale, "Build FAN corporate headquarters, the demolition of FAN headquarters is fraud", among others. The General Secretary of the Air Transport Staff Senior Services of Nigeria, Francis Akinjole, wondered why demolition of aviation agencies topped the agenda of the present administration with barely 2 months to go. Akinjole said while the unions were not against any demolition, government must ensure the payment of staff's relocation allowances and other benefits accrued to them. And to the next story from the East. Abia State Governor Okezie Ikpeazu has sacked all political appointees, including special advisors, senior special assistants, and technical officers after losing his senatorial bid and failing to install his preferred successor. In a statement issued on Thursday in Umuahia by the Secretary to the State Government, Barrister Chris Ezem, the Governor directed the State Accountant General to ensure immediate payment of March 2023 stipends to all the outgoing appointees. The Governor further directed the State Accountant General to ensure immediate payment of March 2023 stipends to all the appointees. The Governor also thanked the sacked appointees for their contributions and services to the state and also wished them well in their future endeavors, Ezem said. The sack of the aides, which is with immediate effect, is coming shortly after Ikpeazu lost out in his bid to win a seat in the Senate in the National Assembly elections on February 25th and the loss of the March 18 governorship election by his anointed candidate Oke Aiwe of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), who was defeated by Alex Otti of the Labour Party. Going on to the next story. The organized labor has cautioned the federal government against petrol subsidy removal, vowing to resist the move if it is not carried along. The President and the Secretary General of the Trade Union Congress (TUC), Festus Osifo and Abba Toro, respectively, gave the caution in separate chat with Daily Trust on Thursday. The Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, at a fortnight ago during a courtesy visit to the headquarters of the Voice of Nigeria in Abuja, disclosed that petrol subsidy would be removed before the end of President Muhammadu Buhari's tenure on May 29. She had attributed the delay in the subsidy removal as provided for in the Petroleum Industrial Act (PIA) 2021 to the 2023 general elections and the national population census. The Minister of State, Budget and National Planning, Clement Abba, and after the Federal Executive Council meeting held on March 15, said no conclusion had been reached on how to lessen the likely impact of the proposed petrol subsidy removal on citizens. And to end the national news is a sports story. Nigeria's Falconets will take on Ghana, Burkina Faso, and Ivory Coast in the group stage of the maiden edition of the WAFU B Under-20 Nations Cup. Nigeria Republic, Benin Republic, and Togo will compete in Group B. Ghana will host the regional competition from May 20th to June 4, 2023. The Yaba Yara Sports Stadium and Kwame KS Sports Complex have been selected for the competition. The tournament is organized by the West African Football Union WAFU Zone B. The Falconets are the most successful side in Africa. Before we call it a wrap on the national news, here comes some major headlines. Nigeria's public debt rises to 46.25 trillion naira. Aviation workers reject planned demolition of Lagos offices. We're also brought to you from the east. Ikpeazu sacks all 8 after losing elections. Falconets face Ghana, Burkina Faso, Ivory Coast in maiden WAFU B tournament. For more updates on YouTube, our handle is BGI TV Current. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access our broadcast. For advert placement of your goods and services, coverage of events and functions, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen for advert placements only. Jumat Mufida and Ramadan Kareem to all faithful Muslims all around the world. I am Moworire Rabila Lawal. Good afternoon.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.